All right, Saturday is done here at the Bend. It's the AirTouch 500 at the Bend, and taking a big Boost Mobile pole award in the shootout today is Broc Feeney, joined by his co-driver, Jamie Whincup. We've also got some Matt Stone boys here as the Shell V-Power guys and reigning Bathurst champions. Wow, Broc, you joined some pretty cool company there. I don't know if you heard about it, but 5 straight is a pretty rare feat when it comes to pole awards. So let's just start there. What's it like locking your name in alongside some legends, something that not even the gentleman to your right was able to do? That's a pretty impressive feat, mate. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, obviously qualifying's been a huge strength for us this year and a big gain on the last couple of years. So we've certainly worked towards that. I think we've done a good job probably understanding the new tyre as the year's gone on. And yeah, to get another pole is fantastic. I mean, the last few tracks are very different to the one that we're at now. So obviously the car's a fair bit different. The way you got to drive, it's quite a bit different around here. And just the different corners make it super challenging. So it was an exciting shootout. I mean, everyone looked like they did a fantastic job, and every time someone made a big jump, you knew it was going to be hard to beat it. And obviously when they said it was a 48.7, you knew that was going to have to be a very big lap. So look, stoked to be on pole for tomorrow's race. And yeah, 5 in a row is very cool. I obviously won't think about that too much, but just looking forward to starting at the front tomorrow.
Hey, Jamie, as the qualifying GOAT, as the history books would suggest, how impressive is it to do what Broc's done over these last 5?
Yeah, massively. Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's huge. 14 in a single season is huge. And considering the competition gets stronger and stronger each year, it gets tougher and tougher. The car is more even, like where you're comparing against numbers where, you know, there was probably only 5 or 6 cars that were good enough for pole. Now there's 25 cars good enough for pole. So, no, it's a huge feat. And, yeah, it was just fascinating to see the track was evolving, getting faster, but just how everyone's skinning it differently as well. We've all got a very similar car, but you know, the guys beside us here were 0.3 faster down through the bowl, and you know, our time was made up through the first and the last sector. So everyone's trying to do it a little bit differently, and it all comes together at the end.
If you do choose to start in the car tomorrow, you're going to be starting alongside a young bloke down the end of the table potentially in only like his 3rd Supercars race. So you're enjoying seeing the next wave come through as well?
For sure. Yeah, still undecided what's going on, who's going to start the race. But if you're a betting person, you'd say most of the co-drivers will jump in at the start and get it underway. So I'm going to try to keep it a bit cleaner tomorrow than I did today. That's the aim. So I'll have a good sleep tonight, and fingers crossed. You
got any advice for Cam McLeod? Sharing the front road with you?
I'm asking him for advice at the moment.
I've got something for Cam.
I haven't had the proudest day, so I'm looking forward to bed.
Okay. I'm going to open it straight up to the journos, and we'll let them have at it. Take us.
I guess on the flip side of that, Cam McLeod. I mean, if you start the race and if Jamie starts the race, that'll be a pretty cool moment for you to start alongside the GOAT of supercars.
Yeah, it'll be pretty cool. I never really thought I would be doing that, sharing the front row with Jamie, so it'll be super cool. But yeah, obviously whoever is starting the race, it's just my job to get off the line good and do my best in a turn 1 and give Cam the car in a relatively good shape, and he should be right after that.
Cam Hill, it's good to see you back here. Been a while since we've seen you at a press conference. It must be just such a welcome boost of confidence for the team to be back fighting up the front.
Yeah, it's a big shot in the arm. It's come at an important time. You know, these next 2 events for us are really key to be making the finals. We're just outside the bubble. So we always say, you know, this championship is all depending on qualifying. So front row start for us is setting us up for a good race. 500 Ks is a long time, but at the same time, it's still quite a short race, like especially if there's, you know, no safety cars. So that'll have an influence. Obviously, we saw the procedural test today, and it's new for everybody. So, yeah, there's a lot of variables.
We've seen that the MSR cars are always really strong at the Grand Prix, which is a similar sort of circuit to here, fast and European style. Do you think that's got anything to do with the performances this weekend so far?
Yes and no. You know, we did definitely say that this track was going to be quite similar to Albert Park, and we definitely sort of looked at why we were good there and tried to take a similar philosophy, I suppose. But at the same time, like in that last practice session, you know, I was really, really struggling. I didn't have a representative lap on the board till like 10 minutes to go. And, you know, if you'd said I was going to be on the front row at that point, I would have probably gone, I think you're dreaming. But, we sort of made small adjustments. And I think, as Jamie said, it's really close now in with the Gen 3 platform. And sometimes it is only a couple of small changes and you can, sort of pop up 10 spots. So, yeah, just try to go through the process methodically.
Todd, for you, great starting position for the car. I know the co-drivers haven't done a start in supercars for a few years now. If you are to take the start, how are you feeling about taking the start tomorrow?
Yeah, I got no problem. I've been keeping myself really sharp behind the wheel, doing plenty of seat time, and I think that's probably the one thing I have got going for me at the moment. You look at some of the co-drivers that are done next to no racing to lead up to this event, so that was not meant to be taken personally, but I think from my personal point of view, I'm ready for the challenge and whatever happens. So yeah, Brodie's done a fantastic job today. We've been tuning the car all day, we've been fighting it, and testament to the whole team at Shell V-Power Racing Team for giving us a great car and certainly a great opportunity tomorrow to fight for a podium and hopefully a win as well.
Brodie, I guess 2 days in, do you feel like you've got a read on the aero change and whether that has been a good move?
I haven't raced any cars yet, but it's probably the true test will be tomorrow in the race. But honestly feels the same to me. So the most optimal, I guess, package was selected in the wind tunnel. We've gone to a less optimal one to try improve the straight line. So we'll find out tomorrow.
And for you guys, you had a bit of a bumpy Friday, I think, with some steering rack problems. So again, to go from where you were yesterday to here is probably a pretty good turnaround. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm super stoked with the result today. I knew going to the shootout was going to be quite tough. We weren't very good out the gate on first lap on greens. I had to wait for a bit of car temp. So we'll learn from that. But honestly, it's all about focusing on the race tomorrow and dialing the car in for the race. So we're going to warm up tomorrow, go through our procedure, and get ready for the big one tomorrow. Cam, can you talk to us a little bit? It's been obviously a challenging sort of couple months for the whole team. Cam Hill, sorry. Can you just talk about, I guess, that sort of that frustrating sort of period, but then also coming out of it and hopefully having a big finish to the year?
Yeah, the last couple of rounds were frustrating. We lost a few points against our nearest rivals. It hasn't been much, It's just a tenth sometimes in qualifying is the difference between having a good day and a bad day. So we never really lost hope. We've just sort of kept plucking away, and we definitely had this one circled as an opportunity to get back to the front. I'm looking forward to Bathurst as well. It's a track I really enjoy. So. One sure way to get into the finals is to win the Enduro Cup, so we'll keep that in the back of our minds as well.
Jamie, it seems like this is so wide open tomorrow. Yeah, we've got a Red Bull on pole, but do you feel like you're heading into tomorrow with a fairly unknown element as to who could be at the front of this race?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's anyone's game, and we don't know what we don't know either with how it's all going to play out. We know the temp's going to be a little hotter. Wind is probably pretty similar. So, and we've got that new safety car procedure. Yeah, who knows? I think it's anyone's game. So,
I hope we see one of those.
Tune in. Do you? Yeah, well, I said to Broc, can you qualify on pole so I don't have anyone in front of me? So, he's ticked that box.
Brodie, how do you reckon tomorrow's race is going to go? 500 Ks, pretty wide open in terms of the form guide.
Yeah, definitely. I think we saw in some of the practices today, co-driver practices, there's a fair bit of field spread. So it'd be interesting to just get stuck into the race tomorrow and see how the start goes. It's great to have co-drivers starting again. It's all about entertainment, and it's going to be pretty cool to watch Toddy drag these guys off the line and just flog them down to turn one. So, Cam, if you want any advice on how to race the goat, just ask me, mate. I've got plenty of tricks from the cutting.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Cam Hill, your thoughts on tomorrow's 500 Ks and how it's going to burn out throughout the field, seeing so many different varieties of teams in the top 10 today?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. There's definitely a lot of cars capable of winning the race. We're one of them, so I have full faith in Cammy to get off the line and get some clean air on the nose, and hopefully from there we can bring it home.
Nice. Last call in the room. If there's any late takers. Looks like it's a no. Thank you, guys, and best of luck tomorrow.